You ever have one of those days where you get off the bike and think, man, am I actually getting better? Or am I just fooling myself? Because I promise you this, every rider, even the most experienced one you know, has had that exact moment of doubt. And the crazy part? Most riders improve long before they realize they're improving. So today, I'm going to show you 5 subtle signs, the ones nobody talks about, that prove you're getting better at riding, even if it doesn't feel like it yet. If you're doubting yourself, if you feel stuck, if your confidence is bouncing up and down, this is the reassurance you didn't know you needed. Hey guys, Matthew here from Autozium, and trust me when I tell you, every rider goes through the same silent struggle. You think you're not progressing, but the truth is you're growing in ways you won't notice until you look back one day and realize, whoa, I don't ride like I used to. Let's get into it. Sign number 1, you start noticing your mistakes. Here's something most riders never admit out loud. The moment you start seeing your mistakes, you've already hit a level many riders never reach. And I don't mean dramatic mistakes, not dropping the bike, not locking up the brakes, not blowing through a corner. I'm talking about the little things, the tiny flaws only a rider who's paying attention would even detect. Because when you're new, riding feels like chaos disguised as confidence. You're so focused on staying upright and not stalling that you can't tell a good downshift from a clumsy one. You can't feel when your line is sloppy. You don't notice when you're looking down instead of through the corner. Everything just blends together into one giant, I hope I don't mess up. But then, slowly, something changes. One day you finish a turn and think, that felt wider than it should have. Or you let the clutch out and go, that wasn't smooth. I could have feathered that better. Or you brake a little late and immediately think, that was on me. I saw it coming. That awareness, that little spark of self critique, that's not insecurity. That's growth. Most people think progress shows up as cleaner riding, but really, it starts as clearer noticing. The better you get, the more mistakes you see. Not because you're doing worse, no, but because your brain is finally tuned into the details that used to slip right past you. It's the same experience musicians have. A beginner guitarist thinks everything sounds fine because they can't hear the imperfections yet. But a developing player? They notice the buzzing strings, the slightly off timing, the uneven pick attack. They're not playing worse, they're hearing better. Riding is the same. The ability to self correct while you ride, mid corner adjustments, smoother throttle control, cleaner gear transitions, only happens because your brain is finally logging information instead of panicking. You're becoming deliberate, intentional, connected to the machine. The crazy part? Many riders misinterpret this phase as, I'm getting worse. But no, you're just finally seeing what's always been there. And that's the sign of someone who's improving fast. When you notice your mistakes, you fix them. When you fix them, you gain confidence. And when you gain confidence, your riding transforms. Most riders don't need more horsepower or more gear or more YouTube tutorials. They need awareness. And once that kicks in, you're on the path to becoming the kind of rider you used to admire. If you're noticing little errors, if you're catching yourself doing things you want to improve, congratulations. You're not fooling yourself. You're leveling up. Sign number 2, you start riding slower on purpose. This one shocks a lot of people because slowing down doesn't sound like improvement. But trust me, it is. In fact, choosing to ride slower is one of the clearest, strongest signs that you're becoming a skilled, intentional rider. Here's the truth. Beginners ride fast to avoid dealing with technique. Speed hides flaws. Momentum hides bad habits. A quick throttle twist can mask poor clutch skills, bad lines, and sloppy body position. At high speed, the bike does most of the stabilizing for you. But when you start deliberately slowing down, when you want to feel your line, when you choose to ride a curve clean instead of quick, that's skill talking. That's maturity. That's control. Suddenly, instead of blasting through a curve, you're asking yourself, can I make this line tighter? Can I stay smooth instead of fast? Can I hold a consistent throttle instead of roller coaster inputs? Can I use my eyes better and look all the way through the turn? Those thoughts don't come from fear, they come from understanding. The shift is subtle but powerful. You stop trying to survive the corner and start trying to master it. You start noticing things like your entry speed, your apex, your exit, your lean angle, your posture. You start correcting yourself mid ride, not out of panic, but out of curiosity. And here's the best part: your confidence skyrockets when you ride slow on purpose, because slow riding requires actual technique. Anyone can go fast in a straight line. Anyone can lean the bike when momentum is doing the heavy lifting. But slow, smooth, controlled riding, that's where skill lives. When you practice throttle finesse, when you learn true clutch control, when you stabilize yourself with proper body position, that's when speed starts becoming a choice instead of a crutch. Slowing down also means you're thinking ahead. You're reading the road. You're calculating risks before they appear. You're prioritizing smoothness over ego. It's what separates the riders who are always tense, tight, and hoping for the best from those who glide, who flow, who look like the bike is just an extension of their body. Here's the beautiful irony: the riders who slow down to become smooth eventually become the fastest, because smoothness creates speed. So if you catch yourself easing up, riding with intention, working on lines, paying attention to technique instead of adrenaline, you're not getting timid, you're getting good. Sign number 3: low speed riding starts feeling less chaotic. Low speed riding is the place where confidence goes to die for most beginners. Tight turns, U turns, parking lots, slow traffic — this is where all your insecurities show up at once. The bike feels heavy, unstable, unpredictable. Every wobble feels like the beginning of a crash. Every lean feels like too much. Every clutch movement feels like a gamble. But then one day, and it happens quietly, something is different. You're still not perfect. You might still put your foot down sometimes. Your U turns might still be wider than you want. But the panic is gone. That frantic, oh no, oh no, oh no feeling is replaced with something you didn't have before: calm, control, breathing room. Your clutch hand isn't trembling anymore. Your brain isn't screaming warnings every time the bike dips. You're no longer clenching the bars like they're about to escape. Instead, you start feeling the bike, really feeling it. You feel the friction zone, the actual window of control instead of the on off switch you thought it was. You feel the rear brake tightening the bike and giving you stability. You feel how the handlebars naturally want to turn when the bike leans. You feel yourself looking through the turn instead of down at the ground. Low speed success isn't about nailing the perfect maneuver. It's about staying mentally relaxed while you're doing it. And that shift is huge, because once the chaos fades, technique takes center stage. You can finally think clearly enough to practice, not just survive. You start experimenting with slower speeds, tighter circles, more deliberate clutch movements. You start playing with the bike instead of fighting it. You're not getting lucky anymore. You're developing control. Low speed riding is the foundation of all good riding. Balance, clutch feel, throttle sensitivity, slow steering input, line discipline, weight transfer. These skills don't come from the highway, they come from 5 miles per hour. And the moment low speed stuff stops overwhelming you, that's the moment you cross into a new tier of rider. And here's the cool part: it doesn't feel like improvement, it feels like relief. That's how you know you're progressing. If you're calmer at low speed than you were a few weeks ago, if your hands stay softer, if your turns feel more predictable, if the bike feels more obedient and less wild, you're improving faster than you think. Low speed makes great riders. And when you start to feel at home there, you're becoming one. Sign 4: your body starts doing things automatically before your brain catches up. There's a moment every rider hits, usually quietly, without fanfare, that tells you you're getting better in a way no YouTube tutorial or riding buddy can point out. It's the moment your body starts reacting the right way before your brain even finishes the thought. Not predicting danger, not scanning traffic, not being extra cautious. This is something completely different. This is the moment when your muscle memory finally wakes up, and it changes everything. At first, riding feels like juggling. Your brain is shouting constant instructions: look up, don't grab the brake, ease the clutch, counter steer, not counter lean, relax your shoulders. Why are your elbows sticky again? It's chaos. You're basically riding with your body and narrating with your brain at the same time. But then, slowly, quietly, without you even noticing the exact moment, your body starts handling things for you. Maybe you're rolling into a turn, and without any conscious effort, your inside hand gives that tiny, perfect nudge on the bar. You don't think, okay, countersteer now. You just do it. Or you're coming to a stop and your fingers feather the front brake smoothly instead of grabbing it. Not because you remembered to be smooth, but because your body finally knows what smooth feels like. Or you start from a red light and your clutch hand releases with this calm, steady confidence. No over revving, no awkward lurch, no, oh crap, don't stall, don't stall. Just a clean, controlled pull away, like your bike and your hand suddenly speak the same language. It feels subtle, almost boring, but it's a huge sign of improvement. Because here's the truth: real progress on a motorcycle doesn't happen when you're trying harder. It happens when your body finally starts doing the right thing on autopilot. That's when riding stops feeling like work. That's when your brain stops sweating. That's when you stop clenching your teeth inside your helmet on every turn. And maybe the funniest part? Even though your body is leveled up, your brain still feels behind. You still feel like a beginner, but your actions are no longer beginner reactions. You stabilize a little wobble without panicking. You downshift smoother than last month. You take a U turn without overthinking. You ease the throttle instead of chopping it. You brake gently instead of grabbing. And afterward, you think, wait, did I just handle that? Yes, you did. And your body did it all before your brain even had a chance to freak out. That's the sign. Not perfection, not speed, not fearlessness. Just this quiet, almost invisible shift where your instincts finally start helping you instead of sabotaging you. This is when riding becomes smoother. This is when your mind stops panicking. And this is when you finally feel like you're becoming a real rider. Sign number 5: the little things don't scare you anymore. This one sneaks up on every rider, and usually you don't notice it until you're halfway home from a ride and think, huh, that used to freak me out. When you first start riding, everything feels like a threat. A gust of wind feels like it'll push you off the bike. A bit of wobble at low speed feels like the start of a crash. A high rev sounds like the engine is about to explode. A bump feels like the suspension is collapsing. A lean feels like you're about to slide out. You're tense, you're alert, you're hyper aware of every little sensation. But then, eventually, without asking permission, your brain recalibrates and you stop reacting to those sensations the same way. The wind hits you, and instead of tensing up, you adjust your posture and keep going. The wobble happens, and instead of panicking, you ride it out with calm hands. The engine screams near redline, and instead of flinching, you trust it. The bumps roll under your tires, and instead of gripping tighter, you let the suspension do its job. The bike leans, and instead of thinking too far, you think, that feels right. You didn't become fearless. You became familiar. Your body has finally learned the difference between discomfort and danger. This is one of the clearest signs of progress because beginners don't have this filter yet. To a new rider, everything feels amplified and dramatic. Your brain interprets every movement, every feel, every sound as a warning. But with time, repetition, and miles, your brain begins sorting the noise. The bike shakes a little? Normal. The bars wiggle on uneven pavement? Expected. The clutch grabs differently on a hill? That's physics. Cars swirl air around you at speed? That's airflow, not danger. Your brain stops going DEFCON 1 every 5 seconds. And that calmness, that internal stillness, is what allows every other skill to develop. Because when your nervous system isn't in fight or flight mode, you finally have the bandwidth to focus on the important stuff: your line, your posture, your vision, your breathing. This is also the moment riding becomes fun instead of stressful, because the little fears that used to dominate your mind have finally loosened their grip. You become smoother, You become lighter on the controls. You become more fluid in your decisions. You become comfortable with the motorcycle actually acting like, well, a motorcycle. So, if you've noticed that the small things don't rattle you the way they used to, if riding feels quieter, calmer, more intuitive, if you feel natural on the bike instead of tense, then congratulations. You've stepped into a new level of riding. You're not just surviving the ride anymore, you're actually riding the ride. Here's the truth so many riders forget: you don't feel improvement in real time. You only feel frustration. You only feel the mistakes. You only feel the bad days. Progress hides in the background. It shows up quietly, in smoother hands, steadier reactions, calmer thoughts. And one day you look back at who you were 30 rides ago and think, wow, I wasn't bad. I was just new. So if nobody has told you this yet, let me be the first. You are getting better. Riding isn't about perfection, it's about momentum. And if you're still showing up, still practicing, still caring, that alone means you're already ahead of most riders on the road. Keep going, keep learning, and keep riding with purpose. And hey, if you found yourself in any of these 5 signs, let me know in the comments. I guarantee you're farther ahead than you think. This is Matthew from Autozium. Ride safe, ride smart, and ride with confidence.